Hey guys, John Hunter with REL here. It's been about a year and a half since we first launched the Italian Racing Red version of the T9X SE. It was so well received, we got so much demand. First of all, we ran out, then we had to bring them back, and about that time we had made the decision that we were going to expand this. So we brought out the Tangerine Dream and Le Mans Yellow at the same time last fall. They took off in ways that were really unexpected. They're doing really well, and our dealers really embraced what we were saying, which was consider doing mixed pairs. Don't just think that you have to do two yellows if you're doing the yellow. If you love the orange and you love the yellow, get one and one. It's fine. Do a mixed pair. Sonically, they're identical, and it allows you to have something that appeals to two very different kinds of people. And we had to bring out something in the cooler tones. So we're introducing Green with Envy over here, and we're also bringing out French Racing Blue, which is a color I just adore. You will love these. They are done with just as much passion, just as much care. We had to do stupid numbers of samples to get the colors to read right on these relatively small objects. This is for somebody who's an inherently passionate person. This whole line is about shock and awe, about catching people's attention. If you're a quiet person, God bless you. We make white, we make gray, we make blacks. There's something for everybody here. But the SEs are for those of us that are a little bit more exuberant, a little more passionate, a little more intense in our passions. It's a way to express yourself in your own home, in a sound room. If it's you, do it. You'll love it. The SE is different in several regards from the normal. First of all, performance-wise, it uses a carbon fiber center cap that took 10 full grams of moving mass off the driver itself, which means it can accelerate quicker and for the exact same volume levels play a little bit louder. So there's a performance additive to it. It also has absolutely gorgeous chrome plating on the feet that are backfilled, and the colors are stunning. And of course, with T9X SE, as with the original T9X that's still in production, the purpose to these is to give you a tool that does everything you need it to do really well. These subs probably realistically appeal to about 90% of the everyday market that's out there. Why? Because we give you the ability to hook up high level, which is what we're really famous for doing, which gives you perfect transition of your main system for two-channel music into a subwoofer. There are literally hundreds of reviews over the last 35 years that catalog this. It's really based in something so simple. If the signal you're feeding your speaker isn't fed to your sub will not quite sound the same. It's that simple, and it allows you to have the system that your ear is tuned to, that you've maybe lived with for 10 or 15 years, love the way it sounds, and now you have it, but it's full range. But theater has a whole nother kind of connection, doesn't it? It's called the 0.1 LFE, which stands for low frequency effects. And that is something that was put in by Dolby when they created the original digital theater standard, and it was very expressly to be used at the discretion of the director. It is part of the movie making art. And so we have to be able to replicate that. We have to have that one individual channel. And be really clear, it's not a super subwoofer channel. It is a digitally assigned with a special digital flag that only occurs maybe 15, 20 times in a 2.5-hour action movie. But it's critical when it happens. You know, when Tom Cruise hits the afterburner going into that canyon to run the canyon, there is extra excitement when the ramjets flare and the thing jumps. You see it and you hear it. That's 0.1 LFE. So we have a dedicated LFE input, and we have a dedicated volume control just for the LFE. Affects nothing else, so that you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have the high level perfectly working and balancing with your 2-channel, which will also, by the way, give all the other bass that is not 0.1 LFE a chance to have a voice in the movie. So male baritones don't sound like they're speaking from their throats. They come out of a chest. There's resonance, there's body, there's energy to it through the high level cable. And when that ramjet flares, when there are those super dynamic passages, that's what we have the LFE for. So we worked every bit as hard on these things as we did on the original red, every bit as much as we did on the oranges and the yellows. We'd like to know what you'd like to have up on top. Let us know what the final capper should be. Thank you.